Sometimes the loudest battles are the ones happening inside your mind, where no one else can see the confusion you're carrying. You look at yourself, searching for answers, wondering when your certainty slowly turned into doubt. Manipulation rarely begins with control. It begins with invisible strings, pulling your confidence little by little. One person speaks with certainty, while the other begins questioning everything they once believed. In the quiet glow of your phone, you reread the words again, asking yourself, did I misunderstand? Loneliness doesn't always mean being alone. Sometimes it means walking through life feeling unseen. Standing by the window, you begin to wonder, when did your life start feeling so heavy? Sometimes the cage isn't made of bars. It's made of doubt slowly surrounding your thoughts. Your heart feels something isn't right, but your mind keeps asking, what if I'm wrong? And so the questions begin, quietly echoing in your mind over and over again. Bit by bit, your sense of identity starts fading, until even you struggle to recognize who you were before. Looking away from the mirror, you try to escape the questions, but they follow you. One message, one sentence can suddenly make you question everything you felt. Your mind searches for clarity, but the deeper you think, the more tangled the truth feels. Two voices inside your head, one trusting your instincts, the other drowning them in doubt. You sit surrounded by thoughts, trying to piece together a story that once felt simple. Your face reveals what your words hide, the quiet fear of being misunderstood. In the darkest moments, even the smallest light can remind you there is still a way forward. Your eyes search for certainty, but the reflection shows hesitation. Forward, rain falls outside, as if the world itself understands the weight you're carrying. When reality starts feeling blurry, even your own reflection becomes unfamiliar. Writing your thoughts down, hoping the truth will finally become clear. Sometimes silence says more than words, especially when your mind refuses to rest. In the fog of confusion, every step forward feels uncertain. One voice speaks with confidence, while the other quietly begins doubting itself. The conversation ends, but the confusion stays. When reality bends, the mind begins searching desperately for solid ground. You check the messages again, hoping something will suddenly make sense. Half your face hides in shadow, just like the truth you're trying to understand. They speak calmly, while your thoughts grow louder. Sometimes the truth isn't erased, it's simply rewritten, until you begin believing the new version. You press your fingers to your temple, trying to quiet the storm inside your head. You listen carefully, wondering if the problem was never them, but you. The glow of your phone lights the room and the doubt inside you. Every reflection around you feels slightly different, like pieces of your certainty disappearing. After the argument ends, the silence feels heavier than the words. Two people in the same room, yet standing worlds apart. You stare into the distance, replaying the conversation again and again. Like fog over glass, confusion slowly hides the truth, and once doubt enters the mind, it rarely leaves quietly. Your expression says it all, a quiet mind searching for clarity. You reread the conversation, hoping the answer was hiding in plain sight. Thoughtful silence becomes your closest companion. At the table, your mind drifts back to the same unanswered question. Doubt follows you like a shadow, appearing even when the light is bright. Another message, another moment of uncertainty. You look down, carrying thoughts too heavy to explain. Sometimes reflection is painful, but it's also where truth begins. Guilt creeps in quietly, even when you've done nothing wrong. Sadness in your eyes reveals the emotional weight you're holding. You sit alone, replaying every word in your mind. Distance grows, not in miles, but in understanding. Emotional pressure can feel like a weight no one else can see. Nervous hands reveal what the heart is trying to hide. One small message, yet it carries so many emotions. Reflection sometimes hurts, but it also shows the truth. Walking slowly, hoping the quiet will calm your mind. Soft light reveals the strength hidden beneath sadness. For a moment, the stress becomes too much to hold. And sometimes the silence between two people says everything. In the quiet room, your thoughts finally speak louder than the noise. Tension lingers in the air even when no one says a word. You hold the phone, unsure if replying will fix anything. The window becomes a place to breathe and think. Even love can fade when doubt begins to grow. You read the message again, searching for hidden meaning. Gentle light reveals a heart still trying to understand. Sometimes the bravest choice is simply walking away. You sit quietly, reflecting on everything you've learned. Sadness in your eyes, but strength quietly building inside. One deep breath reminding you that you are still in control. Emotional exhaustion doesn't mean weakness, it means you cared. In a large, empty room, you finally hear your own thoughts clearly. Others talk in the distance, but your mind is somewhere else. Surrounded by people, yet feeling strangely alone. Sometimes the journey back to yourself begins with walking alone. You ignore the notifications, choosing peace instead. The empty chair across the table tells a quiet story. The sunset reminds you every ending brings a new beginning. You hold the phone, deciding what truly matters. One empty chair, yet endless possibilities. A quiet bench where your thoughts finally settle. Even in a crowd, the mind can wander far away. Sometimes growth begins the moment you step away. Loneliness teaches you something powerful, how to stand on your own. From the rooftop, the world suddenly feels bigger again. Looking out the window, you begin trusting your instincts again. You scroll through contacts, remembering who truly supports you. A long hallway, but every step brings clarity. In the quiet living room, your thoughts finally feel lighter. The rain falls softly, washing away the weight of yesterday. Your shadow reminds you you've always been stronger than you believe. Walking alone, but this time with purpose. A gentle light reveals a calmer heart. You sit quietly, realizing how far you've come. The open landscape reminds you freedom was always possible. Notifications appear, but they no longer control your peace. You check your phone, but now with confidence. Someone may watch your actions, but they can't control your mind. Awareness becomes the magnifying glass, revealing the truth. You hold your phone calmly, no longer afraid of the messages. The light on your face now shows strength instead of doubt. You reply with honesty, not fear. The shadow behind you fades as clarity returns. You look at the map, realizing you control the direction now. A structured life becomes empowering when you choose it yourself. This time, you think before responding and choose what's right for you. Pressure once controlled you, but awareness set you free. The phone rings again, but your peace stays intact. Tension disappears, replaced by quiet confidence. You begin writing your story, this time in your own words. A deep breath reminds you you are still here. The sunlight touches your face, and with it comes clarity. You stand taller now, carrying the strength you discovered. The sunrise whispers a powerful truth. Every day is a new chance. You walk forward, leaving doubt behind. A peaceful smile appears, the kind that comes from inner freedom. the door opens, and so does your future. Step by step you reclaim the life that always belonged to you, and standing in the light, you finally realize your mind was never theirs to control.